We interrupt our program to bring you a special broadcast. The German news agency Transocean said today in a broadcast.
Here's another late development, and this news keeps coming in as we're talking here.
They don't do it then. Because not only are they starving for this belief, they're literally starving for the belief this is supposed to be their most holiest realm. But I inherently understood two things. One, I am not here to be right or prove someone wrong. Your belief is the key word in there, belief. Meaning, it only has to satisfy you. And I allow people to have that. And that's what I feel. Just because you're in an argument with somebody, you also have to be able to you should be willing to understand the level of complexity of allowing people to have their peace of mind. Not every battle needs to be won.
And not every disagreement is a battle. You know, it's just a disagreement.
And you have to be able to walk away from that. If you saw a picture of a duck and someone called it chicken, if you sit there and try and argue, I question you. Because you proving that it's a duck doesn't make your life better.
I mean, that's real, bro. That's real. And I feel like this is a lot of what's going on, especially in our generation and the younger generation. All they do is get online and just argue, and alienate people who they think have an ideology or hold a position without actually getting to see what they actually.
The internet has made it almost easy because none of these people will be having this argument in person in real life.
Oh, never,
bro.
Never.
If I had it in me to just go around and start tracing people's IP address, and imagine me knocking on your door saying, "What's good now?"
They wouldn't know. They wouldn't be having it. And if they owned the gun and they saw you through the peephole, believe they would go get their gun or a baseball bat. Because they're not trying to have the same, what my little brother say, step outside with that same energy. They're not trying to step out with the same energy. And unfortunately, bro, that's the problem. Everybody got elephant balls online. But then they get the nice ones when they see you. You always mouse up when you see me. You never seem as brave when I'm stepping to you, having this conversation with you. And I realize that, and people got to realize when they're saying their whole piece, you're not going to change my mind. You can say whatever you want to. 9 times out of 10, you're not going to change the mind of the people. So you're kind of wasting your words. You're really just trying to gain a following for yourself. A lot of these people, even like Shapiro and the Young Turks, they're trying to amass a following. They're not really trying to change people's minds. Because if they were trying to change people's mind, they wouldn't insult people. But they'd spend a lot of time insulting people. And that's it, like us.
Yeah, because that's your fucking opinion, man.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, you and I get out here and we say things, and we're not on here. Sometimes we mean to be offensive, but it's to prove a point. Not to get on here and make enemies and amass a group of people who think just like us.
Like I don't. The one thing that I like about our podcast is that we don't punch down.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine there'd be a time where I sit here and blame somebody who's a victim for being a victim. Granted, that's up for debate.
To an extent, it is up for debate. Only in certain situations.
But the thing about it is, like, I feel like we could easily have 100,000 followers if we came out here
on some bull.
Yeah, and just unfiltered, no facts, just straight
berating people.
Like, it'd be easy. But to sit down because people don't understand. Like, we said this before. When we plan our podcast, it's really a 24-hour thing. Because we do the rundown 24 hours before the podcast.
We talk about the items ad nauseum.
Everything. Because we need to be able to understand. Because one thing, we don't want to catch any one of us off guard in the sense that it's a attack.
And even if it came off like that, even at when we're doing the rundown, it's like, okay, what is our resolution? Okay, where do we meet in the middle on this idea? If we agree when we're having a discussion, we don't say that. But if we disagree, okay, what's our resolution? Okay, where is our comfortable medium? Like, that's to us is more important than just looking like we're biting each other's heads off, because that's not what we're doing. Even if we are raising our voices and posturing, that's what men do. That's just what we do. That's what testosterone causes you to do, and it's okay. We're okay with that. But even in today's society, testosterone and posturing is frowned upon. You can't have an opinion. You can't have testosterone. You can't posture. You can't do anything. The masculine principle is not allowed. And me and Hero are completely fine with being manly men. Hero swears. Hero's demonstrative. I kind of swear sometimes. I try not to do it on the camera, but when I get mad, believe. I thought for the early part of our podcast, you probably catch some of, I believe, some of Eric's words because he doesn't curse that much. And I was like, oh God, he cursed so much. And then I just remember after a while, he was like, yeah, stop doing that, Hero. I was like, oh, I didn't know it mattered. But like, I feel like a lot of what it is like when we're on the podcast, especially like now, we have the ability to not necessarily be 100% in one direction or 100% in the other, but I have the ability to make mistakes and reach on purpose, to volley my own theories and thoughts, to be able to volley and bounce them off the back of people with you. But I'm always going to inherently value like the ability for us to agree than me to be right. I will always value that more because it shows that you can compromise, you can be in a cohesive ecosystem with other people, yes,
and not feel defeated or deflated.
Yeah. And it's okay if I'm wrong for me to say, okay, I changed my mind. And I remember
that's a great point.
But and this is one thing. I remember when I was in Bible college, I had at the time he was the admin director, and he said one thing that a lot of people don't do when it comes to this book, when they find out they're wrong, is they don't immediately abandon their wrong thinking. And I never forgotten that, and I've used it for my whole life. When you find out you're wrong about something, you have to immediately abandon your wrong stance and accept the right one. And you know why? Because that keeps you humble. And that keeps you growing as an individual. If you get to the point where you are so dogmatic about what you think and what you believe that you're unwilling to forego a position that you once held, that you have been shown is incorrect or is not the best position to have, then you're an arrogant human being. And you don't really deserve to have that many human interactions, because all you're going to do is look for a reason to turn your nose up at another person.
So as we sit here and level with you guys, don't be afraid to level with us. Come at us. Tell us the things, your heart's desires about our conversation, our dialogue. And if this is the first time you're watching any of our content and stuff, check out our past stuff, because we are looking for that next level of issues and contents that we want to be able to cover, to the point that we've divided up our shows on multiple levels. Because right now we talk about everything and anything.
Yeah. There's
no hold bars for us. But like, say this, thank you guys regardless, you know.
Yes, thank you.
I mean, the show will go on, but it really means a lot that we have you guys here. But at the same time, hell, I've been asking people to support. And I mean, at this point, it's like, fuck it. If you're at this point in the show, I don't need to ask for any more. So where can they find us?
Where can they not find us?
That's a great question.
But we everywhere, man.
But we definitely not where?
We ain't at Walmart. You'll never find us at Walmart. We ain't at JCPenney. We ain't at Target.
They closed down Sears, so ain't nobody there now.
Definitely ain't. So if we ain't that serious, we definitely ain't at Kmart neither.
So if they had to listen to us, though,
they can find us on Player FM, Last FM, SoundCloud, Google Play, Apple iTunes Store. Mm-hmm. And then you can also look at us doing this live, baby.
Yeah.
On YouTube, Project ETO.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. And then you got to check us out on Facebook, The Identity Booth, and on Instagram, at The Identity Booth. And
what's that thing they should do if they on the iTunes the page and they want to get notifications?
They got to click the bell.
The bell.
So first of all, you got to subscribe. You can't click the bell if you don't subscribe.
Got it.
It's the big red S word on your page.
Oh, shuffle?
Nah, it ain't shuffle.
Oh, what is it?
It's subscribe.
Oh, okay, cool. Got it. Subscribe, hit the bell, YouTube's algorithm. You know, they had the new up and coming people on YouTube. I was really pissed off I wasn't part of the up and coming crew. So hashtag the Identity Booth for up and coming people. It's a long hashtag. I'm going to put it out there. We're going to start. We're going to get this shit going. We want to be on the new up and coming people on YouTube. That's going to be the hashtag. You're going to see it. Hashtag the Identity Booth for up and coming people for YouTube. It's long as shit, and I want you guys to hashtag it. So that's how we're going to do it. But until we get in that fucking top 100, I'm going to keep on telling you guys, keep identifying with us as we fucking identify with you. Because I want to be hashtag the Identity Booth for up and coming YouTube artists. I want it. I need it. Thank you. We're done. I want the battery about to die anyway. I want to be in the top 100. I was like, oh shit, up and coming YouTubers. Let me see if I'm on it. They sent an email. That's why I was excited about it. They sent an email. That's why I was excited. I was like, oh shit, I get to see if I'm on the top 10. And I was like, oh no, they suggesting other YouTubers to me.